Hey guys, just going to go over some pre-markets. I think I mainly chose cash position today. I'll explain that in a second. Let's look at CPOP. Missed some of these moves in pre. I looked at it when it was like this, and those are good moves. 260 to 3, and if you'd have got this little pop on 1 and 2 right over here, as long as you get shorted out right here, that would have been another order there as well. And then this pop, that's a very easy pop to see. And sorry if I keep saying pop because it's C-pop, no pun intended. But yeah, that's an easy move right here, easy moves right here. All these 3 or 4 just wasn't high enough interest the rest of the stocks, especially what it is. And then look, it's going to go down anyway today. This one, I think somebody said it was good. It was good in pre when those run up. If you got lucky enough to get in those 5 minutes, that's amazing. Otherwise, you get the beautiful short. That's exactly a system 1 right here, and a breakdown of the short. And here's your entry if you want a smart entry or a high entry on this one right here at the top or somewhere during this candle. It would be good as well. It will go retest with a VWAP kiss, and then it'll break down. But that would have been a good trade as well. 120 to 89, that's smoking. Tilo, okay, some of these are now here's Sizzle. I did take some in this, so I'm going to show you a 5-minute version of this, and you'll probably see, yeah, it just wasn't a lot of volume, but still the pattern's there. Look, all up, dipped down, broke, and went up there. So if you're going to take that trade, that's the trade. And then if you want to see another version of this, I'm going to show one more little tricky trick. You'll see when to get in and out of this stock. You'll see that once it broke here, it rode up pretty nice and easy all the way to that next level. So just wanted to show you that real quick. All right, so let me go to 1 day. I think Sizzle, C-pop, good. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. 150 float to make a share move like the other one. Looks like the McRib from here, but yeah, the pre-market just didn't look too good. Look where this comes from. Out of nowhere, it just bumps up because I guess the fall from the day before. And look, it just regains right back where it was. So all good. I think someone had a really good trade I was proud of. Want to mention him, Mike Saxton. Super proud of him. Let's go to IVP. So right here, if you'd have had the early morning and you'd have got up early enough to get all that, kudos. I used to get up like that all the time, and they had a great trade yesterday. I'll show you that as well. A lot of good shorters traded it, and longs. It was so fast in the long you couldn't do it. So right here, if you look at it, right here, this move right here, Mike Saxton, very proud of you because that's the exact trade I take all the time on this trade. So very good, and it's also called a reverse gap fill because normally we're looking at downs and they're pulling to the gaps here. This is a gap fill this way if you look at it. I did take that trade as well, and I took this one right here, just a couple. But again, really stayed in cash today because I didn't like it and didn't get up early enough to get this. Kudos for everybody. Seed, sick. You know, very low volume, but big run. Good for all of them. I'm going to look at one at after hours. You can still look at after hours from yesterday, and apparently it's not going to give it to me. Here we go. Top losers because it was a top winner yesterday. All right, so look at this. This is a perfect system one, probably maybe a system. But look, 1, 2, 3, third run up starts failing right here, all the way down. I heard Jay Cartman got this at 858, right up in this candle. Holy crap! He got in that. He got in the doji up here. So killer trade, and I think he traded all the way down to 4. It's pretty amazing when earnings could start and then go worse than it was originally. Pretty sad, but that's what these stocks are. They'll just give you blips, and I think that's why y'all short them very well. This is another safe short right here. Somebody showed up late to a tennis lesson, so I missed that on the way up. But here, definitely a clean short under VWAP. Look, 7 minutes. You go from $7.40 to $2. 550 drop off. Crazy. So good for everyone who got that. Go back to top gainers 1 day, and I think that's it. If you just really look around, you'll find some trades. And I'll tell you one that's was under my radar. These are decent shares right here, where it popped here, right here on a low float, 6 million. That's not bad. And it's just climbing back up to VWAP for maybe a possible kiss and a death. But this platform, beautiful. If that was under anybody's radar, and look at pre, cannot be under anybody's radar. Look at that. So definitely one, but I guess if you looked at yesterday's high of the day, here you go. I'll go ahead and chart it for you. 99 cents, and there's your two targets from that previous day. Probably even cleaner if you did this. Yep, cleaner even if you do that. So very good on everybody that got that. I just chose cash, and I'm a little tired, but you know, if you get up with the wrong attitude and you give your money away to somebody else because you didn't make the right choices, that's not a good day. I'll show you a retrend real quick. It's probably the longest scalp you'll ever see me take, PLTR. It's always under my watch list. It was on a watch list for me because it dropped so much. When it dropped so much, just like a short getting on up, going down, it failed at the top of the previous day, bounced down, and I like retrends. And if you see it retrending right between these orange lines, perfect trade. It's going again right now with some volume right here. This is the easy one to get in. Yeah, but right here it's like 21 to 21.50, so that's a 40-cent move. Long way to do it because it's not under the major radar it used to be. It's still a 2 billion float, but look, it's just trailing down, and some people just think it's worth a little bit more today. But look, on the overall trend, showing you this, but let me show you overall trend on a 1 hour chart. It's just downtrending, uptrending, and continued downtrending from up here. And then it's just basing and just popped up today for some activity. The activity's 50 cents, so I am probably going to start segueing to larger cap stocks. I think there's a lot more money in them because they're pretty much fluid all the time. And our little low floats are only fluid for the day that we're trading, which is fine as well. Hey, y'all have a good day. If y'all need any help, reach out. Thank you so much.